Okay, we're in 6.3, solving proportions using cross products. This is the third method of solving proportions that we're going to learn. Yesterday we learned what two methods? Equivalent ratios and algebra. Equivalent ratios, we found the missing link. Algebra, we multiplied by the reciprocal. All right, so with cross products, we are going to multiply the parts of the fraction that are across from each other. So I multiply across to tell whether or not these ratios truly form a proportion. So I have 9 over 51 and 6 over 34. So I'm going to multiply 9 times 34 and 51 times 6. I want you to multiply these two numbers and find their totals. What are the totals?
306 and 306.
306 and 306. Yes, they form a proportion. All right, now let's multiply the next set. 12 times 50 and 20 times 32. And what are your totals?
640 and 600.
Okay, so you get now 600 and 604. So are these equal?
No.
No, they do not form a proportion. This is the first section on your homework tonight. You're just basically multiplying the cross products. If they equal, it's yes. If they don't, it's no. Okay, you have 2 of these on your quiz tomorrow too. Now, have you done the third one yet?
Yes.
No. Okay, go ahead and finish up the third one. All right, so 600s again. So yes, it is a proportion. All right, so this is kind of one way that we're looking at proportions today, and we figure these out using cross products. The other way, and this is really the heart of the lesson today, is actually solving these proportions using cross products. It says checkpoint, just ignore that part. I need to now there's a part of the proportion that I don't know. So I'm going to multiply, again, my cross products. What would be 18 times t? What would that be? 18t. Okay, so 18t. Okay, and then 42 times 3. What's going to be 42 times 3? I'm going to multiply the other cross products. 126. Now I have a one-step equation. How would I solve for t? Divide both sides by 18. T equals 7. All right, I want you to try to find your cross products for p, the one underneath.
Got it.
When we multiply across, did you get 10p equals 720? Did you get 10p equals 720? So p times 10 and 16 times 45. And then divide both sides by 10, p equals 72. Who got 72? Good, very good. All right, do the last two on the right side of the screen. You get 1.5b equals 63. Divide both sides. B equals 42. Did you get 42?
Yes.
All right. 0.4z equals 108. Divide both sides.
207.
270. 270. Okay. All right. So again, 4 questions on your quiz tomorrow over this section. You've got several homework problems like this tonight where you're solving using your cross products. Now, what if we actually had to set up our own proportion? Okay, so our hair grows about 0.7 centimeters in 2 weeks. How long does hair take to grow 14 centimeters? I want you to try to set up your proportion. Remember what I'm comparing. I've got to compare the same unit top and bottom, okay? I've got to compare the same unit across. In the first sentence, human hair grows 0.7 centimeters in 2 weeks. So how long does it grow, or like length over time, equals, I don't know the length, or I'm sorry, I do know the length, 14 centimeters, but I don't know how long. I don't know the time. Now I just do my cross products. 0.7x equals 28. Divide, and it takes about 40 weeks.
Got it. So, almost. Oh,
Now, you have 2 questions on your homework tonight and 2 questions on your quiz tomorrow that look like this, where now it's not just the variable that's by itself on one side of the ratio, it's actually an expression, x plus 5, x minus 5, there's all different ways we could write it. So the way that we solve this is we still multiply cross products. Except now we're going to end up with distributive property. 36 times x plus 5 equals 54 times 18, so I find that total. Now 36 times x is 36x. 36 times 5 is 180. What does this look like? Two-step equation. Go ahead and solve it. All right, so what do we subtract from both sides? 180. Now we get 36x equals 792. Divide both sides by 36. Did you get 22? Raise your hand. Did you get 22? All right, now I want you to do one start to finish. Do one start to finish now, just like we just did. All right, so we do cross products. 75 times 15 minus x, and then 45 times 15 is 675. I do my distributive property. I subtract from both sides. I divide by the negative. I do end up with a positive. You can't have a negative. All your answers will be positive. Okay? That's it. Okay? So, like I said, 2 of these on your quiz tomorrow. Yes, if you understand that, that's everything you need to know for 6.3.